And I want to get to the Olympics in a moment, too. The Olympic athletes, who do they think they represent? They represent the United States of America. Now, if they're embarrassed by that, or if they hate our country, then don't go to the Olympics. The Olympics aren't for you. I don't care what you've been told your whole life. I don't care how much you've worked out. You wear that American flag. If you want to be Colin Kaepernick, then don't go. You're going to be in communist China where they're slaughtering people as you're running races and throwing things and jumping and doing all the rest. You are going to be in communist China. It's like Berlin, 1934. You're going to be there, and you're going to protest against the United States of America while you're in communist China? And the U.S. Olympic Committee is giving you the authority to do it? It's pushback time. It's not enough to complain anymore. It's not enough to shake your head anymore. It's pushback time. And you can have an effect. There are tens of millions of you. There are millions of you in this audience. Oh, I know. I'll get the John Boehner in the last hour. This is the sort of thing John Boehner hated. Because I told you, I'm not only a broadcaster, I'm an activist. And I called out that dumb fool. The first one to call out that dumb fool. I've seen him twice in my life. Both times he has a cigarette in one hand and a drink in the other. He always looked schlosh to me. I'm not saying he was, but he always looked it to me. His eyes were always, hazy and gazy and all the rest of it. So I don't know what's going on with that guy. But he never, whatever. He always looked a little off to me. Let's go to the Olympics. The United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee has announced that it will not sanction athletes who kneel for the national anthem at the Olympic trials in support of social or racial justice movements. All I can tell you is this. What do you think the World War II generation thinks about this stuff? Those who are still with us. What do you think they think about this? What do you think the men and women in this country, you watch these shows, Wounded Warriors, Tunnel to Towers, you see the men on the screen? Some of them lost both legs and an arm, a leg and an arm and a hand. Some of them had brain injuries. You see those men? Are they celebrated? Are they celebrated? How about the cop that ran into a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado and was killed, murdered, because he wanted to save the people there, 51 with a wife and 7 children? Is he celebrated? They're going to take a knee or do something else stupid to show their protest against the United States of America in communist China? And that's okay with this Olympic Committee? What kind of BS is this? Destroying every aspect of this culture and society. That is just wrong. It is evil. It is repulsive. Athletes may also advocate vocally for their causes. Sarah Hirschland, CEO and U.S. OPC, commented the work of the group's Council on Racial and Social Justice. I have a better idea on racial and social justice. While you're in China, why don't you march on Beijing and let them know what you think about racial and social justice? You're going to the center of a communist regime where several million people are currently in concentration camps, where they're destroying the freedom in Hong Kong, where they have their sights on Taiwan. That's the perfect opportunity. Let's see if these brave Olympians are going to protest real racial and social injustice when they're in communist China. Will they be using Nike gear? Gee, I wonder. You going to join me, LeBron? How about Michael? How about Magic? You going to join me? And the Olympians should rise up and protest racial and social injustice in communist China. They should use their voices, their clothing, hand signals, whatever they want, to protest what communist China is doing to innocent human beings, harvesting their organs. The Council on Racial and Social Justice also made it clear there's a deep desire for Team USA athletes to speak on these issues and to lead as a positive force in our community. The guidance also underlined actions that are not permitted, such as defacing an American flag or engaging in racist or hate speech. But if you trash your country, that's okay. Just don't burn the flag. Just don't. Otherwise, the door is wide open. Hirschland said the committee will evaluate its guidance ahead of the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. When are the Chinese? Hold on a second here. Got my Olympics messed up. When are the Olympics in Communist China? You want to look that up, Mr. Producer? 2022. Oh. Wait, the Communist Chinese Olympics are in 2022? And the Japanese Olympics are in 2021? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, no wonder they're so brave. I apologize. I have to fix this. No wonder they're so brave. It's in Japan. Oh. Sure, you can hate America and Japan. That won't be a problem. But what do you think of this, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, representing the United States, representing Ernie Grabatsky. And Ernie Grabatsky doesn't like America. So he can put up his fist, he can cover his face, he can give it the finger, he can do whatever he wants because of racial and social injustice in America. They're going to humiliate our country on the international scene. Humiliate our country on the international scene. What has happened here? I'll tell you what's happened here. The left is in charge. You're getting a taste of tyranny. And you can see in the not-so-distant future totalitarianism. That's what it is. Cancel culture. Indoctrinating your children about gender. Indoctrinating your children about racial hatred. Trashing your country at the earliest age. You're getting a taste of what it's going to be like one day if you don't fight back. Fight back against these corporations. Fight back against these school systems. Fight back against Hollywood. You have the power, you know. Stop supporting them. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.